Hi, hello. If you're new here, you're welcome. Today we're going to be discussing um, businesses, another kind of any investment. On this page, we're basically going to be talking about investment in Nigeria. We're going to be talking about wellness. We're going to be talking about, health generally. So, but for now, let's talk about the major ones, which is businesses you can invest in Nigeria. And one of the major ones is foodstuff. Do you get foodstuff? And when I'm talking about foodstuff, it's very, 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 very wide. It's very, very wide. And um, I'm trying to be sure if my mic is on. And it is okay. So the other day I was talking about bringing in foodstuffs like frozen food. Uh, let's just limit it to frozen food. So frozen food is one of the major, one of it is a very big business. It's a very wide business in Nigeria, especially if you're ready and willing to start big. You get so the more you invest into businesses, especially a business like that, the more you earn, the more money you make. Because if you are starting with a business that you're starting with nothing less than 10 million, you will make your money. Let's now say you have 20 million to invest because um, you have to purchase some basic infrastructures, that some basic tools that you need to start the business. And so let's say um, frozen foods. Now the frozen food business is a very large business. I mean, we have millions of people in Nigeria. So no matter the location you pick, especially if it's a residential location, you make your money. Let's not even go to you opening your business in a market. So let's leave that one. Let's say that one is like extreme. It's not everybody that can, afford to have an outlet in a market area. But if it's a residential area, it's a good one. If it's a good residential area, you would definitely make your money. You would, but there are a few things that you need to put into consideration. And let's say the first thing you need to put into consideration is your space. So if we're talking about space, you're not just getting a small space. You're not just getting a shop. That's not the kind of business we're talking about. Because we're talking about opening a good business that you would pump money into and you make your money back. So we're not just talking about having one freezer in a place or two freezers. We're not going that low. It's not as if people that are doing that are not making money. But we're talking about good investments. So if you are ready to make, if you want to make money, you must be ready to invest money and time as well. So for the first thing you need to put into consideration is your space. So we're talking about owning a space, a good space, a well located space, a place where people can park. At least if it's not for too long, it's not that it must have a big space for parking. It must have a big space to park on, but at least maybe two, three cars can still park far away. One can park in front of you, two or three can park in front of you, three others can park far away. Stuff like that. Excuse me, stuff like that would aid the business. And you can also consider if anybody is coming there, the person should be able to turn. It's not if it's a one-way thing, people are just going. So once anybody misses your outlets, they cannot come go back, or except they have to go and join people a long route. It's going to be difficult for people to turn back and want to come back to you. And the people you will meet, you will get your customers, but everybody had. It means that everyone that's coming in there would have to plan their way, their route. So if it is not planned before they get to that area, that means they cannot purchase from you. That's not good enough. So those are the things you need to consider when you are getting your space. So once you get your space, another major thing you need to consider is, in fact, while you are getting your space, one of the things you need to consider is if your this thing, the cold, the freezer, the cold room, so to say, is going to be inbuilt or is going to be locally, if it's going to be locally made or if it's going to be um, newly bought. Do you understand? So if you are getting that space, you must have considered, you must have already researched, you must have already spoken with the person that is going to build for you, or the person or the company that you are getting or buying that from. Do you understand? So if you have already gotten all of this intact, you get a space for your generator, and I mean plant generator. If there's a need for you to get this thing, a small one, which I doubt because there's solar energies now, those ones that you know can do the job for you. So you might not necessarily need to buy the small one, but there's a need for you to have a plant. Because if you are switching from NEPA, that's the public supply, public power supply, you are switching to your inverter, or you are switching to your gen. Do you understand? So either one, maybe inverter or gen, because you might also decide to pick an inverter for everything. Do you understand? You can pick an inverter to do all the job for you, or you can get all those lithium batteries to power your business for you. So I think you can do any of those. Um, After doing that, after getting that, you get the basic ones. You get aprons, you get tables, you get gloves, you get knives, you get axe, you get all those tools that you'll be needed, to make everything. And you must be able to maybe say dedicate or get a well trusted person, because businesses like that are quite easy to manipulate, because you don't know what each person has come to buy. So there's need for accountability and close monitoring of whomever is in charge. If you'll not be available to take care of the whole process or take care of the whole business. Do you understand? So it's a very good business. So now we're restricting it to our cold room business. We're restricting it to just what's it called? Just the frozen chicken and fish, gizzard and what's it called? Um gizzard and what's this thing called? Excuse me, I can't remember now. But it's right here. It was not coming out. These sausages, yeah, sausages, because people buy a lot of that too. So most of the organization, most of the outlets that do sales of what's it called, frozen food, frozen chicken. That's frozen chicken, frozen fishes. They do sausages as well. They do gizzards as well. So you can start with sausages. You can do gizzards, fishes, and all kind different species of fishes. Because when you're talking about fish now, there are a number, in fact, a large species of them, different species, and we'll have chicken, we'll have frozen. There's this one that we call Nigerian chicken. There's soft chicken. There are different types too. So by the time you pick all of those together and you start your business, you'll be making money like when they say somebody will be big but shogun. That's how the other thing is. Like the money you make, people will not tell you. People that even into the business, they will not tell you the the amount of money, amount of returns that people get on. Because I have people around me that are doing the business and it's really working fine for them. So if you can do that, because in Nigeria, we have a lot of people here in Nigeria. We're over 20 million as at the last census. So if you are 20 or 120, if you are going to feed us, we are going to be eating a lot. You are going to, if you want to concentrate it on a particular location, you can, from that location, move to other locations. Like you can have different branches, because the business is really, really wide. I must tell you. So that for now, because what we're mentioning food stuff in Nigeria, people just think food stuff, oh, food stuff. No, there's big, huge money in it. There's money, there's huge money in it if you are ready to and willing to invest in it. So it's one of the good investments in Nigeria that you can actually dabble into, aside buying shares or buying gold or buying real estate. Those are other businesses, because there are a lot of businesses that's going to work, that can work out here in Nigeria. You get. So let me just tell you, let's just say that's a very good business. You can also make your research, you can make your findings, and then you can make your decisions on whether or not to go into it. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more. Okay, bye for now. Bye.